Hey everyone, I'm Rob Franek. I'm editor-in-chief here at the Prince Review. Friends, you have now done all of the hard work in preparing for and of course taking your AP exams. And I'm going to say it out loud, maybe even a few of you sat for a June makeup AP as well. You may well be wondering right now about your AP exam scores. Now those scores will be released between July 15th and July 17th. And when you get yours depends on your physical location. So if you're in California, you're getting your scores at 5 a.m. Pacific time on July 15th. And if you live in Florida or Canada, you're getting yours at 8 a.m. Eastern time on July 17th. And as always, we're going to include a link to those release dates as well as those specific times in our video description right here on YouTube. Now, if you're like most students across the globe, you probably want to send that score or scores for multiple AP exams to prospective schools. Now, the College Board lets you send one free score report. Now, this year, you have until June 20th to use that free score send. All you have to do is sign into your My AP account to indicate the school or the scholarship organization that you want to receive that free score send. But before you do that, please watch the rest of this video because, folks, timing and strategy are absolutely key for your next steps. If you choose to send scores to additional schools or programs, it's going to cost $15 per score report for standard delivery. It's $25 if you want a rush delivery. And folks, you can do the math just as well as we can here at the Princeton Review. Those numbers add up super fast. Now, if you place a score report order between June 26th and July 16th, the College Board, again, the creators of all things AP, has said that it won't be processed until July 16th, but it will be treated as a rush order at no additional cost to you. So here's where some AP level strategy comes in. Let's do a quick deep dive into that free score report itself. If you indicate that you want a school to get your AP exam score report from this year's exams, then that score will see your scores in mid to late July. In other words, friends, those schools will get your scores right around the same time that you do. And if you want a chance, however, to preview your scores first, then you have to forego the free score report option. That puts a $15 burden on you that you and your family will need to take on. Now, if you're in most parts of the United States, you'll be able to view your scores on July 16th and then place your score report, your free score report, by 6:30 p.m. Eastern time to send your scores. Now, folks, that is right under the wire for you to for your order to be upgraded to that rush order status, and again, at no additional charge to you. Now, unfortunately, this free rush option isn't available for students whose scores will be released on the 17th. And I'm just going to say this for the record. We don't think it's very fair that for someone who lives in Virginia, they won't have the same options and, of course, opportunities that someone who lives in Arizona would have. But in either case, you will still be able to get your score report sent and the relative delay may well not make a difference for you anyway, but it's good to get it out there so that you know the component parts. Now, we need to talk specifically about that free score report and, folks, what it doesn't cover. So let's say that you took the AP US History in your sophomore year in high school and you listed the University of Texas at Austin, that's UT Austin, as your free report school. And then you took the AP Biology exam in your junior year. You'd have to list UT Austin again in order for that school to get your newest score. But here's the thing, folks, the reverse isn't true. If you were to list no schools during your sophomore year, and then you were to list, again, the University of Texas at Austin during your junior year, then UT Austin would receive both scores. Your score report, in other words, will always include all of your AP scores to date, but the College Board won't send an update with new scores automatically. Now, just follow our logic along here, and let's drill down just a little bit more to a second level of AP strategy. What if you don't want schools to see all of your AP scores? What if you were aces on your AP US history exam, but you took your AP biology exam and your performance wasn't exactly your best? Folks, very simply, you can withhold certain scores from your AP score report, but it is not cheap to do so. The cost to withhold a score is $10 per score per college. Another option, of course, is canceling your scores altogether. Now, this erases a score entirely, like you never took that exam during that year. It's free, and of course you won't get a refund, but folks, once it's canceled, that score on that AP exam can never be reinstated. Now, it's obviously the cheaper option, but it can be valuable because it can be done at any time. But if you already indicated a free score send, then you have to make that call by June 15th of the year that you took the exam. Now that means, as we just talked about before you actually see your AP scores. Now that's another reason to consider foregoing the free score send. But what you decide to do very much will hinge on your AP goals. And we've talked about AP exams and how they are used. We know that they're used in admission. We know that they're used for college credit. They're used for academic placement. And for many schools, they're used for scholarships as well. Now, the score thresholds may vary with each of those different criteria. With a 3, you could probably use that in an academic placement setting, but you probably won't earn a scholarship earning a 3 on an AP exam. So your decision making will very much depend on your goals. Now, what about less than great AP exams? Could they actually hurt you? We hear this question from lots of our students. Now, here's the answer, and it is unfortunately potentially. Now, the College Board, again, the creators of all things AP, say that colleges consider many factors in admission decisions. We talk about the same thing at Princeton Review. That includes the strength of your coursework, your GPA and rigorous courses. The very fact that you're taking an AP course in the first place is definitely worthy of praise. And by and large, schools seem to weigh your enrollment in AP courses more heavily than your AP exams themselves. But that being said, scores can make a difference in either direction. The College Board also notes that more than 75% of admission counselors that they surveyed said a low score on an AP exam won't harm an applicant's admission prospect. And that means that nearly a quarter of admission officers on that same survey said that a low AP score would potentially harm admission prospects. So folks, if you're applying to a very competitive program, you may want to consider canceling or withholding a less than optimal score. If you're not, then such a score will probably not hurt you, but it likely won't help you as well. And if you're already a senior and you're watching this video and you've committed to a particular college already, you could probably just use that one free score report send to get your score report to your intended school. But as always, if you're having trouble making this decision, regardless of where you are in your high school career, then talk to your counselor for advice about your particular circumstances. And whatever you decide, please know that our full team here at the Princeton Review are rooting for you every step of the way. Folks, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to our channel. We are giving daily updates on exams and admission and much, much more. Please do leave us a comment and let us know how you expect that your AP exams will help you this year. Again, folks, I'm Rob Franek. I'm editor-in-chief here at the Princeton Review. Looking forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Take care.